Good morning, my friends. Welcome to another video. I'm Rob Stuart and I'm here to help you get your skin and your overall health back on track. All right, you guys, so I just got done doing a 3-day water fast and it went really well. During the water fast, I watch water fasting videos and I read water fasting comments on my old videos, and I've noticed that a lot of you guys struggle during water fast with having a shit ton of hunger. It's almost an obsession, and it's the #1 thing that leads people to stopping water fasts before they want to, is they're just too hungry. I've developed some strategies to absolutely wipe out hunger, and they're not what you think. In today's video, I want to give you guys my strategies that I use to absolutely avoid being hungry during a water fast. Stay tuned. Okay, so on this last water fast that I did, it was an easy one. It was 3 days. The reason why my water fasts are so easy for me is not because I have some special trick where I, drink snake juice or take vitamins or apple cider vinegar or baking soda or, some special trick. The truth of the matter is that there is no special trick, and a water-only fast works way better. Now, if you want to incorporate some sparkling water and maybe some herbal teas that have absolutely no caffeine and absolutely no calories, that can be okay. Not using the herbal tea will make it even better, to be honest. But that's what people turn to answer the question of what to do about the hunger, and that's the wrong thing. The reason that's the wrong thing is because you want your body to have absolutely nothing in it. You want the body to fully tap into its reserves during a water fast so that it creates the magic. It goes into the fat cells, it goes into the toxins, it goes into the organs and heals the body and recovers the body. That's the entire point. When you take, any type of concoction that has a lot of minerals in it or that has a lot of nutrients in it, you're stopping the body from doing what it wants to do in a water fast, so it's advantageous. Hey, little buddies. Your mind is the challenge during a water fast. And when your mind is in a place where it is hyper-focused on food, you're gonna eventually give into that hunger and you're gonna eat. Give your brain and your body something to do scheduled for every part of the day. Now, don't get me wrong, my friends, you can definitely overdo this, and I'm not advocating that people become obsessive compulsive about their schedules. Simply put, if you just loosely have a schedule, loosely have something to stick your mind to while you're water fasting, it's just gonna make it so much easier. So the schedule for me, waking up in the morning, I allow myself to sleep in, and then I will do something like either a salt flush or a coffee enema. I'll get the party started. I'll either do those in the morning or I'll wait till 2 o'clock so that I have something to look forward to. So I schedule my salt flush or my enema for the day. Then what I do is I spend about an hour outside just relaxing in the sun, in the morning sun, from about 9 till about 10. Once I do that, then I come inside and I have scheduled call time. So from about 11 o'clock till about 1 o'clock, I call some friends, I call my mom and dad, I check in with people, I connect to friends who are really supportive and really upbeat. This is ideal. It puts me in a good mood. It gives me something to do. It distracts my mind. It's really something I look forward to every day when I'm on a water cleanse, because water cleanses can be, emotional and tiring and challenging. So when you reach out and you talk to mom or pop or your best buddy back home, and they cheer you up and they give you energy, you're not going to be thinking about food, you're not going to be thinking about anything, you're just going to be glad that you had that connection. Alright, so once I've kind of connected with my people and my support system, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some cold treatments. So I'm going to go and fill up my tub with water and then fill it up with as much ice as I possibly can, and I'm going to jump into that cold ass water and then sit in it for about a minute to 2 minutes, as long as I can stand. Then I'm getting up out of that cold water and I'm going to repeat for about 30 to 40 minutes. Then I'm going to dry off, put on some warm clothes, and it's time for me to do some reading. It's reading time. When you're water fasting, vitamin D in the sunshine is your greatest friend. It will give you warmth, it will give you energy, it will make you feel less hungry, believe it or not. Again, I'm just staying busy, doing relaxing things, doing healing things, distracting my mind, keeping my emotions just kind of distracted, if you will. Once I get through that section of the day, then I just kind of have a freestyle couple hours until the nighttime. And the nighttime is where you want to be very focused and very, very specific. Reason being is at the nighttime during a water fast is when you're going to start to see those commercials on TV for food, on the internet for food, and you're going to start to get freaking starving. So having something to look forward to at night, a nice closing ritual for the day, makes all the difference. Here's what I do for my closing ritual at night. If you can control your brain, you can control your mouth. Also, here's a little side note. When you're on a water fast, you might find it advantageous to not watch normal television or normal YouTube with commercials. There's nothing worse than being like 3 days into a water fast, cruising, and then all of a sudden McDonald's commercial comes on for some breakfast sandwich that looks delicious. Sends you into a freak out, can't stop thinking about food, and you end up breaking your fast early. I know a lot of people that that's happened to. It's happened to me a few times, so try to avoid normal TV with commercials and whatnot. It will be a nice little helpful tip. Okay, so I have talked about this in other videos, but here is my world famous nighttime water fasting bedtime ritual, and it's definitely not world famous. But here's what I do. So around 7 o'clock, somewhere between 6 and 7 o'clock, that's when my mind starts to go into that monkey mind of thinking about caramel corn and vegan pancakes, and I just start to go a little nuts. So what I do is I simply do a series of, I do that funky shower series that I do. So I do oatmeal bath, then I do cold and hot exposures in the shower, and then I finish that with a salt bath. That whole thing takes about an hour, hour and a half. After that, I do an hour, basically an hour of restorative yoga. I put some candles out, I light some incense, I get deep, deep, deep into my yoga practice on my water fast. I meditate, thinking about creative things, I'm manifesting during that time, I'm breathing, I'm focusing on my breathing and slowing everything down. It's amazing. After the yoga practice, I am buzzing. The last thing I want after hot cold treatments and then an awesome meditation and yoga practice is to eat any sort of food. I'm on this like meditative spiritual buzz, and the last thing I want is food. So after that, what I'll do then is I'll grab my sparkling water. I save my sparkling water till the nighttime as a treat. I pop that sucker, I jump in front of a really long, beautiful documentary that's well shot and keeps me mentally into it, and then I simply go to bed. As you can see, my day is super structured. I'm spending a lot of time doing stuff, but I'm staying in a very relaxed state of mind. Another way to fight hunger in the natural way is to pound the water. Now there is a balance with this. I try to keep it under 2 gallons for the day. Generally anything more than that actually causes me issues. But for a lot of you guys, like a gallon of water a day or even a little bit less is totally fine. You don't have to be pounding water and flush and flush and flush and flush and flush. Just drink big guzzles when you're really thirsty, and that should do the trick. Stay hydrated. All right, so here's the tip. When you're going through a series of water fasts during your recovery process, become an absolute pro at low energy expenditure, leisure, sport activities. So restorative yoga, meditation, board games. Some video games would work, drawing, painting, book reading, phone conversations. Gardening is an awesome one as long as it's mellow and slow. You can take nature walks. You can go into nature and meditate by water. You can go into nature and chill in water. You can lay in your pool. Figure out the things that are leisure activities for you that don't take a ton of energy and that will distract your mind from being hungry. The part of water fasting hardly anyone talks about and hardly anyone ever thinks about. The clothes that you wear and that you don't wear. It's imperative to stay ultra comfortable, and it's imperative to stay ultra warm while you're water fasting. When you get really cold, your body is going to want to be nourished. It's going to want to be just loved and warmed and nurtured, and the best way to do that is food. So when you're cold, your body's going to want to end up eating. So make sure that you're warm, you have comfortable clothes on, you have just your best nighttimey, snuggly stuff on, and your body will really thank you for it. So a bit of an embarrassing story. And so that's why I get it when people ask all the time, so can I have lemonade on the water fast, or can I have, you know, just a little bit of like orange juice? It doesn't seem like a big deal. It shouldn't hurt you, right? Well, maybe, maybe not. But my first water fast ever, I actually was supplementing my water fast with coconut water. Coconut water fast seemed to fit the rules, but as you know, coconut water has calories in it, and so therefore I wasn't water fasting at all. I was just dripping in little bits of sugar into my body and making my water fast even harder and harder and harder because I never went into ketosis. So I spent 3 days starving myself on coconut water and a shit ton of sparkling water. It takes some time to learn this art. It is an art form. It's powerful. Love it, respect it, and it will help you out immensely. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it made some sense to you guys. I hope those tips work well for you. Good luck on your water fast and your recovery process. Much love to you and much respect for taking this journey.